All right, what's going on, everybody? I think that a lot of you may know now if you watched the Tuesday show. I made my announcement of who my guest was, or you've clearly seen the thumbnail and clicked on it. But I was telling you for a bit that I was going to be speaking again to Penny Barber. So I found out about Penny through Mike Kalinowski, as you know. And so when she was on the show, she really not only won over the audience, she really it wasn't very hard to win over Mike, but she won over like myself and Roxy because she was just like really fun to talk about, and she knows a lot about movies. So I figured let's dive into it, let's talk to it. And then Ed, longtime fan Ed, says, "Hey, she's going to be in New York." I said, "When?" And he said July. It matched up, and here we are. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? I'm in New York. It's awesome.
Yeah. Have you? So I'm assuming you've been quite often. Been enough?
I've been when I was a kid. We used to come to New York.
Oh yeah.
And then I came once for a shoot like years ago, and that's it.
So you haven't been, oh wow, so you haven't been back in, so this is the first time in quite a while?
Yeah, in like years, yeah.
Holy shit, okay, cool.
I hate flying, so.
Oh, you do?
I do.
How come?
Do you like flying? Do you like being searched and put in that dry air?
Well, no, that's true. Yeah, I get off on it. I love I go to the airports and get searched. No, I actually don't love the process at all about going there, but I don't mind flying itself. Like some people, I think
they freak out. Yeah,
they freak out.
Yeah.
So but no, I don't look forward to it. But do you have like a fear of flying?
I'm not afraid of it. I just it takes forever. Like it took me like 12 hours to get here. There was nothing direct.
12 hours?
Yeah, I think.
Where are you coming from? France?
No, no, just from Oakland. But there was like a stop and a layover. It was like a whole thing. There was no direct flight, so it's not my idea of a good time.
No, not the transfer.
I did watch like 2.5 movies.
Okay, what'd you watch?
I watched Obsession because you asked me to, and I watched the second Baby Assassins, which I think is my favorite. Yeah. And then I was watching the third one, and then I turned it off to watch Obsession, and I also watched a little bit of Lady Snowblood, but I didn't get all the way into it.
All right, so I didn't know any of those ones opposite Obsession until you wrote and told me about those, and I looked into it, and Baby Assassins looks pretty cool. So what is that?
It's this, I guess it's like a thing because there's 3 of them, and I think there's a TV show as well.
Yes, I saw that. It was like a spin-off show after the third one.
It's like a whole thing, but it's just these like 2 kind of like slacker girl assassins, and it's just, you know what I really like about it is they have a lot of different style fights in it. So some of them are like more like a Jackie Chan kind of a fight, and some of them look like real fucking fights to me, because like, I had an active youth, and I'm like, oh shit, that looks like a real fight.
Were you getting into scraps when you were a kid?
I mean, a couple times.
Now, see, we'll go back to that. That's interesting to me already. Because I was even talking about some of them. I mean, I grew up in Queens, so I'm used to that type of stuff too as well.
Oh, okay.
So but what is it? Is it a bullying thing?
No. Sometimes I'll tell you about a time I kind of deserved it.
Okay.
So, you have to keep in mind that I had, really short hair, and, I was very flat back then. Okay. So I look kind of I've never fought a girl. I look kind of like a boy.
You were fighting dudes?
I was fighting dudes, yeah. But I really wanted to go to this show because this girl that I was going, but I was really sick. Yeah. I hadn't been to school that day. And it sounds like I was malingering, but I was actually sick. Okay. But I really wanted to go to this show. So I went anyway. And we're there. Everything's fine. And all of a sudden just... And I puked all over this redneck's truck.
Oh, shit.
Just in the park. Just
But not on purpose, just because you got sick and that was the first thing.
I swear to God, it happened.
And how old are you at that point?
Old enough.
Okay, fair enough.
And and the dude just was like, what the fuck? Came and got me and everything. And so he didn't know he was hitting a sick girl. In all fairness, he probably thought he was hitting a drunk dude. But
still,
yeah.
So, okay.
I mean, I did okay. Don't get me wrong, he won. But
but you were throwing bombs.
Yeah.
Did you say last time when we talked? Have you trained in MMA and stuff or
I've done a little. I mean, because I used to wrestle. So,
yeah, that's what I was.
I would wrestle, but I wouldn't say I'm a trained.
No, but you're active though. You go as far as working out and stuff too, and you stay physical. So
I'd say I could probably beat up the average other 40-year-old woman on the street. Not much of a brag.
Okay, so you respond to those types of movies. You respond to that.
I love action.
So you like action movies.
One of my favorite genres. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get back into Baby Assassins. I want to learn more about it. But I had mentioned before we started shooting a movie that I saw that was really cool that I think you'll like. It's called The Furious.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like this. It just came out recently. You can probably watch it on the plane on the way back.
Okay.
You should. And it's like it's another martial arts film, but it's like, so this guy, he's with his daughter. I won't give you too much about it, but his daughter. It's essentially like Taken meets John Wick meets like so many different like the game. There's a lot of different shit going on in this movie. And the fight scenes and how over the top it gets. And I read the synopsis for Baby Assassins. If you're jiving with that, you're going to dig this for sure.
I mean, part of the reason I like action movies is I like the stunts, you know?
Yeah,
so like if it's like...
This is for you.
Right, yeah. I like the stunts. I like to see that they can actually like fight and stuff. Yeah. What's your favorite fight scene in a movie? What's your favorite fight scene?
My favorite fight scene in a movie? You know, it's funny. The first thing that comes to mind, and I don't necessarily know if this is true, that it's my favorite, but it's the first thing that comes to mind is probably in Kill Bill. There's some really good shit going on in Kill Bill. You've seen Kill Bill? I don't know. So you made it like last time. You're like, I don't like the mainstream stuff.
Well, yeah, I know, but I did like that one.
It's a great one.
No, that's a great choice.
It's a great movie.
Kill Bill is a great choice.
And what about you?
You know what? It's a bad movie, but it's one of my favorite fight scenes. Is I can't remember the other guy's name, but Donnie Yen in Killzone. There's this scene where he's all in black, the other guy's all in white, and they're fighting each other. And what I like about this scene is like, you know, usually when you shoot a fight scene, they have the guys do it and then you speed it up.
Yes.
You know, this one they had to slow it down.
Oh, that's cool.
Also, they're both masters. They're just like, go.
Yeah.
And like they were breaking batons all over each other and just having a really
amazing.
Good, intense time. So I like watching that fight scene because first of all, it's a really cool fight. Second of all, like they're using weapons. I actually like one of my favorite things about Baby Assassins is that they're using guns. So they're still fighting.
It's like gun fu.
Well, it's not quite gun, but it's ish.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Ish. Like they're still fighting and there's still guns, so it still feels like really high stakes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like, you know, like in Kill Bill, how there's guys standing around kind of with the swords. There's not a lot of that either in Baby Assassins.
It's just straight up. Let's just scrap with what we have.
You gotta watch it. Second one is my favorite.
Okay.
Second one's my favorite. So much fun.
Yeah. Speaking of gun food, so do you like the John Wick movies as well too? That's because that's a little bit more mainstream as well.
I've read the script for the first one, but I've never seen any of them.
Really?
So I've only read the script. What was it called? Scorn or something? The original title? I don't remember. But I've read it, but I haven't seen it.
No, that's great. No, they get progressively more like
silly
video game-ish.
Oh, video gaming.
As they go on.
That's not necessarily bad.
No,
though.
it's not. It's not. I like all four of them, but the first one is more like gritty, like raw, like independent film. And John Wick can get hurt. By the fourth one, he's like a superhero, but which is still like cool. But then it's long. It's like 2 hours and 40 minutes. The third one. The first one's like 2 hours long, if that. So those are really cool, and I like those. Old Boy is the other one, which is that's what The Furious is kind of similar to.
Yeah.
So I feel like you'd like that. But yeah, I was reading about the Baby Assassin stuff. I'm like, okay, I like that. That's your type of genre. But I also remember you like horror movies too, right?
Yeah, I like horror movies.
So what did you think of Obsession? This is what I'm curious about.
It was really good.
Okay.
I think that Obsession is one of those, every now and then you'll find like a perfect movie. Yeah. And the thing is that it's also very commercially successful. People like it. Right. So I'm kind of like, you know, I feel a bit like, do they appreciate it enough? Like,
it's the truth. They'll say, I have some street cred now.
A little bit.
Okay, good.
I wouldn't have watched it otherwise. Like I said, nobody would watch it with me.
Well, that's what. So I am not traditionally a horror person. I don't.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't normally like horror. I like.
Nobody's perfect.
No, I'm sorry, but I like the elevated horror. You want to go snooty, right? The elevated horror. And so I don't like. I just saw the latest Evil Dead, and everybody loves that movie. I didn't like it.
You know, I didn't watch it. This is an unpopular, and I will watch things like that. I don't like kids in horror movies. Like I'll watch it, I will, but I was just like watching the trailer. I was like, I don't want to see these kids get like. Yeah,
the younger too, and it's also the torture porn for me doesn't do it. And like it's too much. And so, but there's other people like that's like a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. People dig it. But Obsession, people are raving about it. And I'm also really.
Obsession is torture porn. Is it? For her, I mean, like when she's standing there, like.
Yeah, we're going to talk spoilers on Obsession.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. You didn't spoil anything yet. But just so people know, we are going to talk Obsession.
I tried.
Yeah, because you know the debate is right now is if Bear is the villain or if the girl is the villain. Bear is clearly the villain.
Are there people that say it's the girl?
Yes.
Where are they?
Right? No, he's clearly the villain.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, that's 100%. Something I was thinking about. I was like, you know, at first I was watching it and I was like, this is one of those movies that's only going to which is not a problem. You know, I like a strong thesis, but it's only going to, it seemed like so easily agreeable to me. I was like, no one's going to argue with this. But then there was the one part where he says, and I can say what
you said,
all right. Yeah. Okay. I don't mind spoilers, but I know other people do. Where, you know, he says like, you know, what would be so bad about being with me? And she doesn't really answer him.
Right.
You know, like she says, you know, like I haven't been with you. And I feel like some incel watching that would be like, oh, well, see if she would just, and I'm like, ugh, but what else could you have said? Like, what else would the response to that be?
Right.
You know, because like at that point, the answer is just, I just don't want to. And now that you've done this to me, of course I don't want to.
Right.
You know,
it's a really terrible relationship when you look into it. And it's also, most people think that he's the villain.
I would hope so.
Yeah, it's just, I was doing a,
but he's a dumb villain though. He's not like
he's not like a malicious trying to. He's so
a little selfish,
super selfish.
I think he's also a victim of his own unbridled, untested, puerile romanticism.
Right.
You know, like I don't think he wanted to hurt anybody.
No, but he's a pussy. You know, like where's
such a wuss.
Yeah, because so they say to him like, you know, she says, "Tell me right now if you like me. Now's the time." He doesn't, so he needs magic in order to do it.
Even after she likes him.
Yeah.
When she's all into him, like he's just like, I love you. He's like so weak.
And it's like one of these things where you're just like, you know, the more he does, and she snaps out of it a few different times. But I was watching it with my friend, and she, at one point, she goes, you got to kill her. And like everyone's like, what are you talking about? She goes, I know. She's like, I know that he's the one, the bad one, but like, you got to put her out of misery. Right? She's going to kill everybody. Because she's running in, smashing people's faces off.
And that seemed to work.
That's what I said. And she's like, she's a tough Puerto Rican chick from Queens. So she's like, look, it's kill or be killed.
So kill him.
So kill him. Take him out.
Whatever.
Yeah, but I'm glad that you liked it.
I did.
Do you know the story behind like the box office with that movie?
Oh, like how it wasn't exactly fair and people made like
no, not that which I would like to get your opinion on, but no, it cost $750,000.
Yeah.
It's made $420 million.
Which is nice.
So
which is nice. It'd be nice if the people who worked on it got more of that.
Right. So here's my question with that. So, and this is, again, so coming from a professional, I don't know how it works. And this is something I'm very interested in talking to you about with your business and how it works, as opposed to, let's say, the deals that are being made on a film like Obsession or something, right? But normally there are deals that are made beforehand, contracts that are signed. So do I think morally that because he made an insane amount of money, will he never make another, you know, never have to make another dime in his life? Should he give them money? Yes, 100%. Everybody should be rewarded. Is he obligated to?
No.
Right.
But that doesn't make mean that everyone is obligated to ever work with him again or tell him that he's not a piece of shit, you know?
Right. Because you want to reward people because you'd want to work with him again if you worked on it. And then you're like, hey, I just made another $1 million when I didn't think I was going to be making another. You can have this, and everybody else, because you'd feel appreciated and you feel like you want to work with them again.
It would be such good press for him to do that. It would make him look like such an artist and just so respectable, and it's not going to hurt him at all, you know? And I just he's set forever and he still won't. So,
well, I don't necessarily know though, because
I read one of his quotes where he was just like, well, he was like, the people that, oh my God, I'm going to butcher. Somebody will look it up for me though and let me know what I've done wrong. But he said, you know, like, well, the people who worked on it, who gambled on it, deserved it. And I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's the question, right? It's like maybe because I always, and this is, I just don't love social media in general. We talked about this last time, right? And I think people jump too quick to throw people into the fire because.
But that's why he shouldn't say things like that.
True. But we also don't know what his overall plan is. He might have a plan.
I'll hold my breath.
And that's fair. But if he winds up giving them all like, you know, $2-3 million a piece, everybody should shut their ass, I think, at that point. But even if it's, because the problem is now, because so many people have spoken up about it, even if he does that, like, well, it's about time, right?
Well, I have to think, what would I do in that situation? And at that point, for me, it wouldn't be about what anybody else said. Like if people pointed out, hey, you should, and I did it then, I'd be like, well, whatever. And, you know, if it's that easy to get someone to give you like $1 million, you know, that you just have to like be like, hey, I would think that was good. If I was one of those people who, if I was his line producer or who the fuck ever, you know, I would be like, great.
I don't know how far back it was, but Cash App came to the show and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. It's a must, have to be. If you're not up to speed already, Cash App, it's more than just a safe way to send and receive money. With the Cash App card, you unlock tons of perks without all the hidden fees. Now, enjoy benefits like exclusive early access to nationwide concert pre-sales. You got Kendrick Lamar, Sabrina Carpenter, to name just a couple recent examples, plus discounts on everyday purchases and popular brands you're probably already spending money on. You add your card to your digital wallet and you make your money moves easier. Cash App does more than you think when it comes to having your back and making sure your money stays your money. Cash App just released a new status program for the way people actually spend called Cash App Green. So when you spend at least $500 a month with the Cash App card, you earn green status. That unlocks benefits like up to $200 of free overdraft coverage. If you overdraft unexpectedly, there are no hidden fees. You also unlock higher borrow limits and custom personalized cashback offers every Friday at places that you love to shop. Cash App can do way more than you think to make your money work for you. If you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks each month and use the Cash App card for purchases, you can earn interest on your savings. There's no hidden fees, no minimum balance requirement. Don't let your money sit around and just gather dust. Make it work for you. Take advantage of interest savings on Cash App today. So new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use that code CashApp10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Cash App Visa Debit Flex Cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC, and the Bancorp Bank, N.A., pursuant to a license from Visa USA, Inc. See terms and conditions for the Sutton Prepaid Card, Sutton Debit Flex Card, and Bancorp Debit Flex Card. Cash App Green features savings, direct deposit, roundups, overdraft coverage, and discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. So Cash App, get it done. Don't let your money just sit around. Do something with it. Cash App, they're the best. Life really does move at like 175 miles an hour. I'm telling you, it's like the big week's coming up. It's so stressful. It can be, between whether it's work, relationship, everything else that you got going on your plate. You want to know that you can show up when it counts. And that includes, it's the bedroom, guys. If things aren't working out the way that they used to, you don't have to accept it. So Rugiet, told you a million times about Rugiet. Everybody who's been trying Rugiet says, thank you so much, and you're welcome. Why? Because Rugiet has treatments that can help you. It gets you staying hard, it gets you hard, and it lasts as long as you want, whether it's occasional trouble or something that's been building for a while. Their doctors work with you to find out what fits your body. Their best-selling treatment is Rugiet Ready. Combines 3 clinically proven ingredients in one minty dose that dissolves under your tongue. It increases blood flow, and it primes your brain for arousal, so you're ready physically and mentally ready to go. Most men are good to go in about 15 minutes, with effects lasting up to 36 hours. And if timing is your issue, Rugiet has Go Long in a 2-in-1 treatment that helps you get hard and stay in control when you finish. Over 400,000 men have already made the switch to Rugiet. Now, you want to get started? Simple. Rugiet connects you with a board-certified doctor online, and treatment ships discreetly to your door. Head on over to rugiet.com/Kristian and get 15% off your ED treatment. That is RUGIET.com/Kristian. Get 15% off. Rugiet. It's performance medicine for men.
I'm with you. He's probably made another $1 million as we're speaking right now at the movies. It's still in the theater, and it's making tons of money digitally. But what it's done just in general, though, as a business thing, $750,000 into this $420 million juggernaut is so interesting, because you and I both have audiences online, and we have fan bases. And if you wanted to, you could make a film, you could make like whatever, like you want it.
I wish.
But you could, if you want.
I don't know.
You have a rabid fan base. And if you wanted to, and you started to say,
they don't always do what they're told, but okay.
But you do. But like if you wrote something, you decided to do something.
I've written some. I have a script that I want to fucking do. And
have you crowdfunded for it?
Oh.
Right. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a pilot. And that's why I'm doing a television pilot, and I'm crowdfunding for it. We have the Kickstarter kind of ready to go. And that's the same thing. And I said, I want to take the power out of the studio's hands. I want to do it ourselves. I want to make sure that the audience, like if the audience digs it and the audience likes what you're doing, then you do that, and they've been on board, and so we're launching in September. It's also why I asked you when you were.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I asked you when you were on last time, like, because I still, and I'm gonna two things that I'm very curious that you don't do. One, I'm curious why you don't pursue outside of your industry the mainstream acting, because I think that there's something I've seen.
I think we talked about this.
We talked about this.
Do you remember what I said?
It was something about your fucking teeth. It's so silly.
My fucking teeth.
That's so silly.
I like them the way they are.
No one's going to make you change your teeth.
Yes, they will.
No, they wouldn't.
That'll be the first thing
They're
want.
not going to make you change your teeth.
I don't want to change them. I like them.
You don't have to change your teeth. You have my permission. I just tell them I told you so. But there's that. And the other thing is how you don't do a podcast is crazy.
I've heard that a lot.
That's
actually.
crazy. You're really good on the mic. You should be doing
It's a lot of work to do a podcast.
Get a producer.
It's a lot of research, like, I mean, you feel free to recommend one to me. It's like, I don't know. It's work. It really is work.
Totally.
I don't even have time to. Also, I'm a control freak. Like I was just gonna say, I don't even have time to edit my own stuff. I just shot this thing. Oh, it's gonna be so beautiful.
Okay. Can you talk about it or not yet?
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, it's mine. But like my partner and I were like, going to this, hotel, this really beautiful hotel I really like in LA, and everyone and their mother shoots there, but I don't want to say the name of it because.
Yeah, sure.
But it's absolutely gorgeous. If you know, you know. And we're going to be staying there. And he was like, we should shoot something while we're here at this hotel because they let you sneak in so much camera gear. It's insane. It's like this really boutique hotel, and it has like one person on staff.
So they know what's going on.
I don't know how they could not.
Yes, they do.
I'm not the only one who does it.
Right.
But so we brought in like camera gear.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And just like totally set everything up. And it's going to look so beautiful.
Okay.
I got to control all the lighting
myself. Everything you did.
I DP'd it. I mean, yes, it's nice to be a director, but
sure.
I think that like my ultimate fantasy, like if I could like go back and maybe do some things differently, I would love to be a DP. So whenever I get to like light anything and like, I have like people on set who will like stand in for me so I can see it, and like who will like, move things around, maybe Hollywood this or that,
sure.
Whatever. I'm so excited about how it's going to look.
Okay.
And also I think the storyline is really funny.
You wrote it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So where it's like, and it's a simple story, but I like a simple story told well, especially in porn.
Okay.
Where it's just like he cheats on me and the reveal at the very end is like it's on our anniversary. Like I open the cake.
So are there other? So there's not just. So how many people are in the movie?
It's just me and him.
Well,
we kind of fake like a third person where it's just like. It's my legs walking out,
okay,
and
so
like
you catch
I'll
him,
get a voice actress to be like, "Oh, honey,
right.
don't rush me out. I still want it, or whatever."
Right.
But yeah.
Okay, so that's okay. So that's fun. You're able to do that, and that kind of brings me to my next question, because you had mentioned last time we spoke that you're more like an independent contractor, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I think, exciting.
Yeah, I prefer it.
You prefer it. So how does it work then inside of your business? Where let's say there's a movie that somebody has, a director that you liked working with, has a role, wants you to do it. Is it where they go through, because I know you have obviously PR.
Well, I've been around. Yeah, they can ask Erica, which is how you got to me.
That's right. Thank you, Erica.
Yeah, thank you, Erica, at the Red PR. So for a lot of actors, actresses, like they have an agent, an agency that you'll go through, but I don't. And
by choice.
Yeah, by choice. No, people have tried.
Okay.
I like to keep my money. I like to negotiate on my own, and I like to have full control of my own schedule. I don't want someone telling. Oh my God, I think that the worst one was I was on set, and I won't say who, this girl was crying, and I was like, "What's wrong, honey?" And she's like, "My agent won't let me go home for Thanksgiving.
Oh shit!
I have to go to a party at his house."
Right.
And I was just like, Jesus, I don't want that.
So you want to be in control of it?
Yeah, I don't want anyone telling me what to do.
I feel like, so is that, because that's tough, obviously tougher to do. Well, I shouldn't say obviously, but it's tougher to do in, like, if you're negotiating, let's say a pilot on NBC, and negotiating your own deal is, you're probably going to get taken advantage of.
Yeah.
So do you?
A lot of these girls, though, that they have an agent and stuff, like they don't read their contracts.
Right.
And so they've all, like one of the things that I'm worried that my career is a little bit over, because I won't sign AI paperwork.
Oh.
And almost everyone else I've talked to just does
right,
it
because they want to be
does it, or they'll do something where they don't quite understand how contracts work, so they'll let like the director just write on it like, oh, no AI, and then they'll sign it. And like, that's not in the contract, and your contract is not with the director, it's with the studio. Right. So he's just tricking you to get you to sign it so he can get his paycheck and get you out of there, because he doesn't understand that he's not going to be hired to be in AI scenes either. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I still see them getting taken advantage of.
Well, yeah. So, okay, a lot there where you're talking about with the AI, you were not necessarily on the fence about it, but it was still, I guess, even.
I think there are applications
that can work, but right, but you just don't want to do the full sign over yet.
I don't want to outsource. You know, it's like that thing about like, I don't want to I want AI to do my dishes so I can go do art. I don't want it doing my art so I can do. I want to fuck.
Right.
That's what I want it to do. Yeah. I want the AI to do my marketing and editing so I can fuck.
Right.
Is what I want.
Which makes sense. And so when it comes down to that with AI, because they are taking over and making new I wish I had the video. I'm going to show it to you before you leave.
Ooh.
We were on the air. It was me, Roxy, and Mike. And out of nowhere, and he blamed this on you, and you can yell at Mike.
What?
Yeah. So there was a thing that popped up, and it's on Mike's computer as he's watching. It pops up. It goes AI sluts, and it pops. And I go AI sluts. I go what AI? What's that? And he goes, oh no, I follow Penny Barber, and it popped up on his thing. And Roxy says, Mike, I follow Penny Barber, and I've never seen that. And I said, I follow her too, never seen that. And so he's like, and he
is he just like a chronic masturbator?
He might be. Okay. He might be.
Good
but
for him.
He's
good work if you can get it.
Yeah, right. He's by far the one of the best things that's happened to the show, and I don't want him to watch it.
He looks so clean cut. He looks like such a nice guy.
I went to college with him.
Okay,
he's an animal.
All right,
an absolute animal.
Believe you.
But he's a wonderful person. I hate the fact that I'm saying something nice about him, but he's a good person. He's funny. And he
likes to enjoy himself.
He sure does, and he's got a super hot girlfriend. So like he's doing good.
Does
for himself.
he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we brought her on, and we talked after it because he was.
I want to see Mike's super hot girlfriend.
I'll show you pictures after this. So he was like, because you didn't get the real Mike that day.
He barely said anything.
Barely said a word. He can't shut him up.
I thought he was just very terse. I don't know.
You can't shut him up. Okay. Like if you see all the stuff that like when he gets comfortable, and we ran this game show back in the day, which was called the Movie Trivia Schmodown, and it was like movie trivia. We used to do like 1,000-seat theaters, and it was like we toured, and it was really cool. And it was like, wrestling personality type thing. And Mike was like one of the big stars in the thing. He was great. So anyway, yeah, I'll show you some stuff. But anyway, I digress. When it comes to, hearing you talk about this still, like as you said, like, your career is
there are directors who will not work with me because I won't sign it.
I believe that. But my question after hearing you say that, like, do you see yourself as like maybe like a potential agent or a potential someone that could help and be on that side of protecting the girls because you've been there before?
I mean, like it's a possible career path for me. Like, I think I would be decent at that. I think so
too. Just hearing you talk about it, you clearly know the business. So
yeah, I think that sometimes, it's one of those other things that would just put a big old target on my forehead. But like going to one of the trade shows or something and doing like a workshop with the girls, just like get an entertainment lawyer and be like, these are the things that you
should look out for.
But they don't read their paperwork anyway. I can tell them all day. Like I'll like come over to them and be like, this.
Because like, I don't care. Did you find that in the younger side or all walks?
It is, I guess, more on the younger side, but it is also like all walks. Like, this girl I was seeing, she was 36.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you doing?
Didn't want to read it. Yeah. You got to read the contracts.
I didn't know it. It's not hard. It's not hard either.
It's just
a couple pages.
We'll say that again.
It's a couple pages. Just read it.
It's the laziness and the idea of like, it's. I'm sure it's fine, and it's like that's what they want you to do, and that's everything. Fine. That's not just your business. That's every dotted line, right?
That's true.
It is. But going back to that, so there's a movie. Director has it. Says we want Penny.
Yeah.
They reach out to you.
Well, I just know everybody at this point.
You do at this point. So they just like text you or okay,
like
cool.
I just did a feature for Wicked, and it's just my Susie Q directed it, and I've known her for 15 years, so she just had her PA. Like we just all know each other.
Okay.
At this
Is she the one
point.
with the short blonde hair?
It's not that short.
Shortish. I saw an interview with you. I saw an interview with you doing with a director, and I thought that was maybe.
No, that's Bree.
Okay.
That's Bree. But yeah, Bree also could just text me
text you, and so that's how
she
they
wants
get you in.
to.
Okay.
Yeah. Bree Glasses, Bree Mills.
Okay, so then and this is where I start to like think about things as I was knowing you were coming in and curious about it, because you had mentioned, and you mentioned a few times, ex-girlfriend, and now you're with a former, or I guess a co-star, a former co-star now. I mean, I guess it is still a co-star if you're shooting stuff in a hotel in LA.
No, he's no, actually. Did I tell you how I met Peter? It was so weird.
I feel like you might have, but tell me again.
Whatever.
Yeah.
If it's redundant, you just cut it out.
No.
Yeah. So I was at the Porn Crush pool party in LA, and I was actually hanging out with Susie's husband, Michael Vegas.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of like looking around, like whatever, and then I turn around and just there's just like he's not wearing a shirt because of course he isn't. Right. He's wearing like just black pants, all this like chrome hearts jewelry, mohawk, tattooed to fucking hell, ripped, and I was just like, oh my God.
And that did it right there.
Who are you?
Oh, so you had never seen his work or anything too at that point?
I asked, who are you? Okay. And he was like, I've met you already.
Oh, not met you. Met you.
He's like, I've met you already. No, I hadn't fucked him.
Okay.
He's like, I've met you already. And I was like, well, I'm an asshole and I don't remember that. So where was it? But I was at a shoot and my girlfriend at the time was headlining.
Okay.
And she was doing, an airtight. So she was going to have like 3 cocks and like all her, okay. It's a big night for her. And,
I love the way that you that was incredible timing. Please go ahead.
So I was trying to be a good partner that I booked her a makeup artist. I got her there in an Uber Black and back, I was trying to watch all her stuff, like make sure everything, I was not there to pick people up. Right. And they still wanted me on camera. So I just found my ex-boyfriend. We're still good friends. And I was just like, I'm just going off with Sam. I'm not looking at anybody else basically. So I didn't notice Peter at all. Like I didn't see anything. Like I was just tunnel vision. Yeah. But apparently he was there. And so we're talking. He was so beautiful. And as we're talking, he lives 15 minutes away from me in Oakland.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I was like, what the fuck are you doing down here? Yeah, it's very convenient.
Yeah.
It's very convenient. For sure. Yeah. And no, we just kind of started talking. He's more of like he does work for other people, but he does I think more gay stuff. And he does like content on his own and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, are you gay? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh. Do you want to come over?
And that's kind of was part of the decline of the last relationship.
I had already broken up with her at that point. It was a very short-lived relationship.
It seems like it, yeah.
She was so hot though.
Yeah.
Oh God, she's so fucking beautiful.
Well, hold on, right there. So you obviously, and I think that, and does this come from, because you got into the business when you were 17? 18?
I was 18.
18. I don't know. I was
18.
Sorry. 18. Sometimes, well, maybe it's, hey, listen, I don't know how it works.
Stay in the corner. No.
Wasn't it, who was the one that, back in the day?
Tracy Lords.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She was super young. But
I think she was 15.
Yeah,
it's a different time. People complain about all the paperwork. I love it because I don't hear stories like that anymore. So I'm all for the paperwork.
But you were 18 when you started. And so you have been in the business for a bit. So when you, and this is the thing that I try to wrap my head around too, because it's like you have been able to try every walk of life as far as in the way that I look at it.
For the adult industry.
That's what I'm saying. For the like people. Like that's the thing. Like you've personalities and ideas and thoughts and things that you really does when it comes to sex. It's like you're looking at you've been with different people of all shapes and sizes. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I know I have a type, right? So my point is, does your type change because you know so many different types? Like I've been with one particular type all of my life, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
what's your type?
I'll show you a picture of my wife. It's definitely my type.
Okay.
She's got like speaking of Julia Roberts, she's got like a Julia Roberts type thing. Julia Roberts and Sandra Bullock, that's kind of like my type. Why are all these guys? Why do you guys have such hot wives and girlfriends? that's the kind of why should I not have a hot wife?
No, I don't know.
Like a mutant.
You're very pretty.
Thank you. So yeah, there was but anyway, I was thinking about it where you talked about your ex, and then you mentioned your other ex-boyfriend, Sammy. Is that the one you've done videos with?
I've done a lot with Sammy. Yeah. Sam Solo. Yeah.
Now, when you look, because again, thank you, Roxy, doing research. You look at Sam, and then Peter. That's two different people.
I love Sam. I really do. And like, we had really good sex, but Sam is not physically my type.
He
I don't like.
He could be a Culkin. Right? Yeah. And then Peter looks like he's like in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Right.
He gets that a lot. Yeah. Actually. Yeah.
Right.
No, Peter's definitely more my type.
Okay. So that's the question then. So you do have, so when it comes to
But I liked fucking Sam.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for your job, you better like fucking everybody that you're right.
I do.
Yeah, you're right. You should. Otherwise, you should be in the wrong. You should be in a different profession. But
I'm gonna fuck this microphone.
Flashbacks. Right. So when it comes to the type, Peter's more your type.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What about the ex-husband?
Oh yeah, my ex-husband. Well, he was beefy. You know, like he had like a belly, but he was the same thing. Actually, Peter stopped shaving when I. His like he used to like because
Did you like more?
I like hair.
Okay.
I like a hairy chest.
Okay.
I like a hairy chest. I don't like hair. Like I like some manscaping. I don't like hairy balls.
Right.
But I like a hairy chest. And so he stopped shaving that, and he grew in his facial hair a bit more because I like that.
Okay.
I like masculine dudes.
Okay.
And Sam tried. Like when he's around me, he'll grow his facial hair in a little bit more.
And how long were you with Sam?
I've been with Sam because he's still collared to me. So I've been with Sam.
What does that mean? Tell me, because I don't know.
For like 16 years.
What does collared mean?
Collared means, I don't. Well, for us it means that Sam will do whatever I tell him to do at any time. Okay. Also, Peter is in consideration to be collared. So he has like a.
Fucking fascinated by this, by the way. I don't know how this works.
Oh no, so Peter has because like very early on he's like you own my body, you can do whatever you want to me, and I was like okay.
Yeah.
But then we actually were doing a shoot, and he started telling me all these limitations that he had, like oh, I don't like stingy pain, I don't like
Peter.
this. Yeah, Peter, all these things he didn't want to do, and I was just like, I thought I owned your body. What the fuck are you telling me? I can't slap you in the face if I want to.
Is this an argument that actually happens? Like
yes. Yeah. Okay. It was our first fight. And I was just like, I don't recommend this for anyone else on earth. But for me, when I play with a submissive, they don't have limits. Yeah. I do not accept no.
Okay.
And so he said the common thing that I get back, he's like, well, what if you want to cut my arm off? I was like, do you think I want to cut your arm off? Do you think I want to do that? And he was like, no. And I was like, if you don't trust me, don't tell me that you belong to me. I always keep your best interests at heart. He calls me mommy. I think of myself as having that relationship to you because he's a lot younger than I am. And so I like to take care of him.
Yeah.
And like when we go out, he gives me his wallet. He's not allowed to touch money.
And Sammy would jump into a fucking suitcase for you.
Sammy is like that too, and I told him about this fight I had with Peter. I was like,
is that what was banging around in that bag back there, Sammy? Don't say anything.
Part of him. No, I'm kidding. But I told Sam, and he's like, well, he can have limits. I was like, no, he can't. What are your limits? He's like, I have limits. I was like, what limits do you have? And he was like, well, remember I told you that I didn't want to do needle play, but then I turned into kind of a pincushion. I was like, and I'm like, I didn't just do it. Right. Like, he's like, I don't want to, I wanted to pierce him for a thing, and he didn't want to do it. So I had him sit down, and I did it to myself first. And I don't just do whatever I want.
Sure. It's got to be part, but
that's because I don't choose to, because I'm a good mommy. I'm a good dominant, And which is why I say I don't advocate for anybody else to do this, because I don't know what they're going to fucking do.
Where did this come from as far as when did you know that this was who you are?
I've always been like this. Maybe I couldn't articulate it as well, and come on, if a 20-year-old girl is telling you this, are you going to listen to her? Of course not. Sure. Now I have the gravitas to back it up. But I've always felt this way. I just feel like things go a lot better when I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Because I can't trust anybody else the way that I trust myself. Okay.
And that doesn't seem to be just with sex. That seems to just be in general. You're talking about with contracts and other things, and the way that you want to be in control. Even when she came in here, which I thought was really cool, she's like, I want to touch the cameras. I want to do this. And it's because it's like.
But I didn't.
No, you didn't. You didn't. But it's the fact that that's kind of like your nature, right? You want to be the one kind of. And even when I asked you about the podcast, it was like, I want to make sure I'm in control. I want to make sure. Yeah. And that doesn't just seem to come from just your sexual habits. It also comes from your just daily habits, right? Like who you are.
I want things to be done a certain way. I mean, when did you know that you were a performer?
when I was young.
Yeah. You probably just always kind of.
Yeah, I was a class clown. I was an imbecile, and like,
good.
So that's what I did was stand-up comedy. You know, it's like so. But that also came from learning that from. So my friend who actually I was telling my daughter about this. He passed away in 9/11, but he was
so sorry.
Thank you. But he was wonderful, and he introduced me as a young age because I was kind of awkward, but I was also I just knew like I liked acting and doing all these things, but he introduced me to George Carlin when I was very young.
Okay.
And it was the first time I heard anybody curse, and I was like, and that was really like I was just blown away by George Carlin to this day. He introduced me to the Terminator, like these things, and like just my imagination grew with him. And then my dad watched stand-up comedy with me all of the time, and I knew eventually I wanted to do it, and I kind of did that through college. But anyway, yes, you discover it and you know that it's in there.
Yeah.
But then
like you developed
it. It was
there.
college when my confidence for me, who I was, didn't happen until I was like 18 or 19 years old. Mm-hmm. So
I mean, that's pretty young still though.
Yeah, I mean, I said that. I said like, I didn't realize, I don't know if I necessarily found out who I was, but definitely more so than when I was a teenager. Like that was, I look back now, I go, what the fuck was that? I don't know who that was. But like, so jumping back then for you, because you mentioned when you got into that fight with the guy when you puked in the, where was that? What you want to say or no?
This was in Manteca, California.
Is that where you grew up?
If you know, you know. No, oh my God. Okay. I'm so sorry, Manteca. You're great.
Okay. Where did you grow up though?
I grew up in the East Bay area.
Oh, you did?
Not that Manteca is like out
but in California.
There. Yeah, California.
Oh, okay. I thought I
California.
wasn't sure why.
San Francisco. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure why. So do you want to dive into the progression into this, or do you want to go away from it?
Progression into
as far as
adult work?
No, it's like growing up, where deciding, like knowing that you were,
Oh well, I just needed money. You know how it is.
Okay, and is that what it was? So you were like, so when you were 18, you decided.
It was a different time. You could find work off, like literally I was getting jobs off Craigslist.
Really?
I would not say that you should do that now.
No, definitely not. Not unless you want to make a Netflix movie about you afterwards. Yeah. So,
you want to be really famous?
I know,
ladies?
Right?
No, sorry.
Do they still, is that even a thing anymore, Craigslist?
I don't know.
It is, right? But maybe in the
Probably.
back
I feel like whenever I would like go on there looking for something, it was just go to Facebook Marketplace is better. But
yeah, right. So all right. So Craigslist, you're doing these crazy videos and stuff too, and just because I'd heard you talked about that you were just doing. I don't know where that.
Oh, because you know who's out here right now too is Isis. Do you know Isis Love? Do you know her? Well, she was my very first kink.com shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's here in New York right now.
You guys gonna meet together?
I was going to try to stay in the same hotel as her, but by the time I booked it, it was all booked up.
Got it.
But yeah.
All right. So you then decide, and because I saw this part of the interview where you said you just want mainstream kind of paid more, so it was time to switch over. At what point did you decide? All right. When do you see the progression? I guess when do you see like it actually working? Like you go from the obscure kind of videos, more kinky stuff, and then you go, let's go mainstream. You're like, oh shit, I should definitely stay here.
That happened. With one of the directors who now won't work with me because I wouldn't sign his AI paperwork, like yelled at me on set
because of the AI stuff. Oh wow!
Directly, like I pulled him to the side and I was like, "Dude, I can't sign this," and he just like screamed in my face
in front of everybody.
No. We were off somewhere. Okay. I mean, but I just still didn't like it.
No. I'm not saying either way.
I guess it wasn't as right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just still like that. Nobody would step up is kind of what.
Still, but yeah, he needed a girl for a mainstream project who could strap-on fuck, who could build a strap-on, and so Lucy Hart, who I think is also out here in New York now, or maybe she moved. She recommended me.
Okay.
As like this girl can.
And she knew,
and she
had seen.
Yeah.
And so she had seen you in these videos that you had done before, and
she'd worked with me.
Oh, she worked with you.
Yeah, because she's kinky. And
that's what you said the first. Okay.
She used to be Lance Hart. So she would.
That makes sense. Got it. Okay, so then you move, you do that. So that's the first kind of mainstream thing you do. And then,
I went down there and I did it, and it was really fucking easy. I was just like, this is all these girls have to do.
Yeah.
And and then I got along really well with that director. He really likes movies too. Like, he used to go to Cannes and stuff like that. So he does.
You hit it off.
Yeah, we hit it off.
Isn't that crazy how that is? It doesn't matter what the business is. Mm-hmm. It really is all relationships.
It is.
It's all relationships, because obviously you got to be good at what you do. You got to make sure that you like what you do. And I think that's another thing with your business, though, too. And it seems like genuinely that you just love what you do.
I really do.
And you can't fake it. I mean, I guess you can fake it, but you don't. How do you know
that must be hard to do?
Right? But how do you know when you're successful? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know when you're getting popular? Because you're getting nominated for awards. How do you?
I won all the awards, man. I won everything.
But how do you? So I guess that's how you know, right?
Yeah, no, I won the XRCO again this year, which I was like, okay.
Right, and that's votes and stuff from people on.
That one's a committee, so it's the something critic something, but it's like the Critics Award, basically. Yeah. So I'm actually really glad I got that one, because it's, fan voting is fun and everything. I like that, but it's not really the same as people who like do this
in your business
professionally and like are evaluating you in a different way. Yeah. But I got them all. So that was a great way to know.
Yeah, because I was thinking as I'm comparing it to like we were just talking about Obsession. If the movie did well because it was
number one. It's number one purchase thing on.
Of course, and it's like, so again, $750,000, $400. Like, there's clear data. Yeah. How do you know the data, especially with the internet? Because it's like let's say.
Well, they'll show you your ranking on a website.
They do, but let's say you do it. How do you gauge success on a movie? So you do a movie with a director.
Besides just like numbers and things?
Yeah. So like, I guess like, because it goes like, let's say you do a movie and then it's on one particular platform and then someone else puts it on another platform. How do you know that it's getting, Well,
I mean, we can look at numbers and everything, but I think that the way that I feel that something is doing well is not just looking at the numbers. And it's not just one project. What makes me feel really good about my career, like more, because everything else is just look at the number in the bank, but is that I am respected, and my turnout and the quality of my work is respected by other actors and models and directors, and that like I have a reputation for quality. Mm-hmm. So that means something. Also, that a lot of my fans are film guys. I like that a lot too. Yeah. Like, that makes me feel good.
You're getting more from our channel, I'll tell you that.
Great.
It's true. Well, because it was really cool to be able to talk about movies with you, because you can tell that you're probably able to incorporate that and your love for movies and love for characters into some of the stuff that you do, right?
I do try. Like there's Plan and Payoff. There's like I work in acts, like things like that. So
yes, that's why I'm saying I think that I just two things. You got to do the podcast and the teeth thing. Got to stop with that.
I don't mind them, but I'm
great.
just saying. Oh, great. You know what?
Go for it. Got it. That's it.
I'm very happy. They're not going to let me fuck anybody on that set.
That's fair.
They're not going to let me have sex with anyone.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Jumping into that, because you talked about Peter and you talked about how the first fight was the fight that you got into.
It wasn't a bad fight, but it was a disagreement. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So disagreement. But normally, I shouldn't say normally. That's not fair. Traditionally, there's fights about, did you just fuck so-and-so? Did you just, you don't have to have those conversations, right?
Oh, we did get into a little bit of one, though.
Why? Isn't that inevitable?
I don't care if he fucks other people. Uh-huh. What were we doing? We were at one of my friend's birthday parties, and this girl ran up to him and leapt into his arms, her whole body.
In front of you?
In front of me, wraps her legs around him, like her pussy is on his body. Yeah. And he's like, ha ha ha, stands there. And I just kind of was like, okay. And just went out, because she didn't say hi to me first,
Okay, that's different.
And also, I'm his mommy. I want to be acknowledged.
Sure. I get it.
And he has fucked her. I'm sure he's fucked her plenty of times.
It's not that he has. It's the fact that it's more of a respect thing.
It was a respect thing, right?
That makes sense.
I was like,
different.
Doesn't she know that I'm your mommy? What is going on?
Right. So it's not a jealousy thing as much.
It's a respect thing. That's an excellent way of putting it.
Okay.
And
that makes sense.
He immediately was like, no, I should, but I didn't know what to do. And I was like, he's like, what was I supposed to drop her?
That's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault. He's like, well, should I drop her? I was like, no, you don't drop her.
Into the fucking pool.
I was like, don't drop her, because that also makes me look bad.
Right.
But you hold her and you look at me and you say, mommy, and ask my permission, and then I'll say yes,
Listen, man.
That's fine.
You're a fucking magician is what I think you are, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think again, I don't understand. I appreciate you, but to me it's foreign. right? Like I can
just think about what you want. I mean, I don't know. I mean, and if you don't want this, then don't take it.
That's true because like that's clearly something that he wants, or you guys have had those conversations. You didn't like inflict that and say this is what I want you to be.
And I couldn't see it. Oh yeah. No,
Right.
I couldn't have seen it coming that she was going to do that.
Of course.
And like apparently she'd been doing it to everybody that evening, and I didn't know that
in the
part.
business.
Yeah. Everyone who was there for the event.
Was right. Okay. So then here's another side of that too, because so you're not jealous on that aspect.
No, I don't care who else I love it when he fucks other women. I think it's super hot.
Well, I saw that when you said that about your ex, right? Because you said your ex-husband wouldn't do that. That is foreign to me. Like, how do you get into a relationship with someone in your business? And first of all, you can't be jealous in that situation, and because you're going to drive yourself crazy. And then, two, if you get a free fucking pass, take the pass. Right?
He just wasn't wired that way.
No?
I think, because I think it's just the way that people are, it's like being gay or straight. I think that like just some people just don't do that. And I think that occasionally, probably there are people who force themselves to do things like that, or to in a situation where maybe they don't really want to.
And just, I guess, it's no different than what we were just talking about. If you're not wired the other way, you're not going to do it, right? So that's true. So let's say then you go to, because in the business it makes sense, right? Like let's say you're out at a bar in New York, right? And you meet some dude, and you're like, or a woman, and you're like, I find them really attractive. Yeah. You just. That's it. You can there's no rules there. It's not a matter of the working.
Yeah. No. Last time Peter was in Las Vegas, I think he's going there again today. He stays with his friend Davin, and like Davin was going out. He's like, hey, while I'm gone, you should fuck my girlfriend. Oh. And which he's done before, and like I think this particular time he said no because she wasn't tested. Oh. But like if she is, he's like, sure. Okay. And it just doesn't matter.
Okay. So but does he tell you about it? Yeah. You want to know about it.
Yeah, this is how I know. Like, how else would I know?
That's true. That's true. But you want to know
I have
about
him mic'd. No.
Fucking be surprised. But again, being in control, and probably he's like, again, I'm going to fucking stick a microphone up your asshole when you're sleeping. You're going to like it. See?
Then what happens?
Right. See, I'm writing her next film. All right. So then what is then, because you mentioned earlier again with the AI thing and how it's moving in this direction, what do you feel like the next 10 years looks like for you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think that the AI is going to take over. First of all, they had that ruling that you can't copyright it. So I'm just like,
yeah.
And I worry about that I threw away my career for nothing because, but I don't think it's going to really take over because we have so many problems with piracy already. And then I think that with that too, I mean,
piracy, people just take stuff that you should be like, you pay for, but they're just throwing it on like different sites and different things, and you can't really.
Yeah, if you're a consumer and you see AI porn made of a performer without compensation to that performer, repost it, pirate it, do it, please. You'll be helping me a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if it's not of me, but yeah, I think that I'll probably be doing this, maybe directing more. Okay. I would really like to. Because like I said, Peter's 11 years younger than I am. So if he still is doing things, like I'd love to film him, like with just like all kinds of women. We're working on kind of like a project right now, like where it's like both of us, we're like this like, suburban couple who just, fucks and does all this weird experimentation all the time. It's going to be a series. But yeah, if at some point I was able to just like film him with other women or do like, film festival projects, I'd love to do more film festivals. I've only done a couple. Okay. That would be a lot of fun.
So you clearly have goals and things that you want to do with it. So
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But then jumping back to where we started, when it comes to what about TV? You watching anything that's?
Am I watching anything on TV? I'm just rewatching Mad Men. I'm sorry, I'm boring.
It's a good show.
It's a good show, but it's old. I don't know.
I just watched 12 Monkeys. You remember that movie?
I do remember that movie.
So they did a TV show. My brother told me about it, and he was like, you should watch it. It's on the Sci-Fi Network. And so it was on, because I like Battlestar Galactica and they were done really. Have you seen?
Nerd.
I am a nerd, 100%.
You're like, I'm aware.
I will tell you what though, you'd be surprised how well they did that series.
Really?
Yeah, they did that series really. Watch. It's fucking dark. The first episode in the miniseries.
Yeah.
If you get through that miniseries episode, and you find, I'm telling you, and you talk about kick-ass, there's some kick-ass women in that, and it's a really good show. But 12 Monkeys, they did a sci-fi, and I'm a big time travel nerd. Like, I'm a huge quantum physics, all that kind of shit. Like, yeah, it's really fascinates me. So my brother said, you're going to fucking love this. Because did you watch Dark on Netflix? It's a German show.
I don't watch a lot of TV.
You should. I'm telling you. This watch, if you like. Again,
you watch Baby Assassins, I'll watch Dark.
Yeah. I'll deal.
Okay.
Deal. Dark's more of a commitment, though. Dark's like a few seasons, and it's...
So you got the better end of the deal.
It's all right. Deal. Okay, so look at this shit.
So do it.
See? Who's in control now? So anyway, that's a really good show. I liked it. I just finished it, 12 Monkeys. Mm-hmm. But you're watching Mad Men. On the plane, you're going to watch The Furious.
I'll watch The Furious.
All right, you tell me how you like it. Okay. Oh. It was really nice to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you for having me back.
And we're going to put this on the channel. Is there anything that you want to promote? Anything you got coming up? Conferences or anything? Vegas?
No, I just kind of, I go to XBiz and AVN every year. If you want to come say hi and do something weird that I can tell a story about later.
There you go. Perfect.
There's your invitation.
Thank you for being here, and I appreciate you. And we'll see you soon.
All right.